I'm going to talk a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to call on John Musgrave and Ed Annable. Where's Ed?
Here.
Okay, to talk, and then lastly I'm going to have the owner of the property talk with you. But to the best of our knowledge, this is the only structure standing. I get too emotional.
We don't know when this was built. What, around 1820?
We had a dendrochronology study done by the forestry department at SIU. They cut a section of the log and studied that and said the log was cut sometime before 1820. So that gives us reason to believe that the structure was standing sometime around 1820. At least it was here prior to the Cherokee coming through. I get emotional because Lisa, who's the owner of this property, can verify the fact it's been a long, hard struggle. The previous owner was awfully hard to deal with. But the Bridges family settled here early on, and John Musgrave has researched in detail the Bridges family. They constructed a two-story log structure on the footing that their home is presently on. It was called the Bridges Tavern and Wayside Store. There were travelers going on this roadway prior to the Cherokee who would stop here. A tavern back then is not what you know as a tavern today. They would stop here, get something to eat, maybe a bed to sleep in. There's a spring right down here. You can see the little block structure down here. That was a water spring where they would get water for their horses and oxen and so forth, drinking water. Back here in the woods, at the rear of the woods, is another spring where they would camp out and water their animals. It's really a very interesting place. We're in process of getting it certified by the National Park Service, and we want eventually to try to get it protected, preserve it, and maybe refurbish it some so that people can appreciate it for what it is. I'd like to call on John Musgrave at this time to give us a few words about the Bridges family.
Make it hard for me to videotape this.